welcome to the Coon Rapids Ice Center for CTN's live coverage of the 2018-2019 Girls Hockey Season Opener. The Coon Rapids Champlin Park Bluebirds host the Burnsville Blaze. Joe Young, Howie Shapiro up above. And Howie, it seems like just earlier this week we were wrapping up the fall season.
I know, I can't believe how quickly things go, Joe, but this is a great atmosphere tonight for the opener. There are two really good teams, too, in terms of being evenly matched. I think both coaches, when I spoke to them, said this is a great start for us because we're playing quality team. We're playing something that we're seeing we can scrimmage, certainly, but now we're in live contest.
Same two teams met in the season opener last year, but on Burnsville's ice, and the Blaze came away with a 2-0 win. Blaze did not finish as well as the Bluebirds did at the end of the year, but they have a lot coming back.
There's one of those girls coming back, Jenna Hartung, very good leader, one of the captains for the Blaze. She is a very strong hockey player. And then her counterpart, Delaney Johnson, coming off a 30-point season, coming back as a freshman, looking to be the catalyst offensively to get this this Bluebird team going.
Well, we are just about ready to get this one underway. The puck is dropped, the season is on, and the Blaze have the first possession back into their own end. Bad pass picked off by Delaney Johnson. Johnson met on the far boards with Bezcalo. They're able to get it in deep. The Blaze trying to work it around, and it went up and over out of play off the stick of Aubrey Nelvin.
I think pressure early by both teams. Certainly by the Blaze would like to be able to score first and take a little pressure off their visiting shoulders.
Johnson wins it back to Lisney. Lisney back to Johnson on the boards. She's bumped by Nelvin, maintains control. Lisney tried to play it back in deep, turned around again by Nelvin. And here's Nelvin with it, skating to center. Far side and dumped in by Jenna Hartung. Around the near side, Bluebirds can't get it out. Jammed back in deep by Distad. Bluebirds will recover. That pass just out of the reach of Mackenzie Baker. Able to force it out past the blue line, though, and the Blaze forced to tag up as Johnson regains control for the home team. Skates through a couple of stick checks all the way down the boards into the far corner. Centering, but right through everybody, through the legs of Allison Erlob. And now chipped back in deep by Champlin Park Coon Rapids, and the Blaze forced to try and break out. Stopped up at the blue line a little bit, but carried on into the Champlin Park Coon Rapids zone by Sammy Boldly. Puts the shot on. Relatively easy save for Bailey Shuck.
Well, Coach Coltis was talking to us earlier, Joe, about these black Bluebirds. I'll get it eventually. We're up north scrimmaging, and they really got some good action and an opportunity to see exactly what they have.
Williams can't get it out along the near boards. Blaze on the attack. Williams able to break up the centering pass and spring Julie Hedlund up the right wing. Hedlund can't get that through traffic. Stopped up by Benfer. Champlin Park Coon Rapids able to dump it back in deep. Gramacki plays it along the far boards for Dundon. Dundon pressured by Williams, coughs it up. The shot misses wide by Abby Peterson. The Blaze able to send it out the near side. That one played all the way down, but off the stick of Lisney, so no icing. It's recovered behind by Peterson. Long pass picked off easily. Waiting for everybody on side is Howard. His shot gloved by Bailey Shuck.
Well, the Blaze doing a nice job of putting pressure down on the Cardinal end. That was their second shot on goal here so far.
Well, and just a questionable pass through the zone that was easily picked off. And fortunate for Champlin Park Coon Rapids, perhaps, that the Blaze had somebody in the zone, or else Howard could have walked right in. Instead, had to wait. She put another shot on from the point, easily handled by the netminder Bailey Shuck. Champlin Park Coon Rapids trying to break it out the near side. Nelvin keeps it in. Forced right back out. Circling with it is Howard. Tipped off her stick, but right to Nelvin. Nelvin gets around Lisney into the zone. Puck pried free by Holly Johnson. And now Lisney flips it. Too high for Johnson. It's going to go all the way down. And they wave icing off. Puck going too slow. It's collected down there by Sawchuk. Avery Sawchuk, long pass to the Bluebirds line. Turning with it is Hartung. Finding a little room across the top of the slot. Delaney Johnson defending. Lost her stick tied up in there. No call either way as it's sent around behind by Hedlund.
Well, she did a nice job of riding her to the boards as well.
That one just does get across the blue line, so some time for the Bluebirds to try and get it up ice. A quick change by the Blaze as Delaney Johnson will skate the length. That one tipped off her stick as she enters the zone by Sawchuk. And the Blaze regroup behind their own net. Pass comes along to Erlob, and Erlob one-on-one at the line. Skates wide, shot, stick to the corner by Shuck. Trying to walk out front was Bowlby, but it was poked away by Shuck. Up top, Howard is shot through traffic. Stick save by Shuck. Good possession here by Burnsville. Moving it on the left wing, circling with it is Erlob. That was deflected up and into the near corner, where it's recovered by Gromacki.
Oh, good opportunity there for the Blaze. Just missed that that pass in.
Bowlby up top. Now gets it back. Erlob, the shot, tipped and just goes wide off the stick of Emily Howard. Howard can't control behind the net. Oh, she's bumped off it. First penalty is going against the home squad. Too much time running around the defensive end. They get tired, take the penalty, and the Blaze have the advantage at 12:22 of the first period.
That's Delaney Johnson who's going to go in the box for a couple of minutes. But, Joe, you have to be impressed early on with the Blaze doing a really nice job of controlling this hockey game down in the Cardinal end. And, I'm sorry, in the Bluebird end.
And you said it was going to be.
I know, I did. See, I shouldn't open my mouth. I wouldn't have made that mistake.
Howard at the point. Will move it back for Hartung. His shot didn't make it through traffic. Recovered in the corner. Hartung has it. Now back up to the top for Howard. CPCR doing a nice job of knocking down some shots in the slot. Not letting them get through to their netminder. Hartung on the left wing. Set up mid-board. Back up top to Howard. Now near side for Sawchuk. Walking in. Fires wide. Goalie was screened well out front. And again, more great possession zone time for the Burnsville Blaze. Hartung circles back to Howard at the point. Near side for Sawchuk. Williams got a piece of it. Sawchuk recovers. That pass deflected, bounces around. CPCR can't get control. Howard. Snapshot tipped. Shuck makes the save and holds on.
Nice look from Howard out front just to get that puck inside. Howard's going to be going on a full ride to Mankato next season, so it was a nice opportunity for her.
One minute remaining in the Burnsville power play. Just the one shot on the advantage so far, but all 60 seconds to start was played in the offensive end. Bowlby circling in the corner, still has it. Tried to pass back door, but whiffing on the shot was Emily Howard. The puck comes out to the neutral zone.
Well, nice thought to get that puck towards the front of the net.
Benford dumps it in deep. First one there is Peterson for the CPCR squad. Gets it ahead. And with a full head of steam, Kyler Shack puts the shot on net, follows her own shot. Recovered, though, by the Blaze, and Benford sends it across and along for Bowlby. Bowlby to the bottom of this circle, trying to get around the defender, McClellan. Lost control, poked free And now jammed out of the zone by Emily Peterson. Benford dumps it in deep again. Shuck will stop it up behind the net. Picked up there by McClellan, and her pass tipped away, broken up by Howard, but she steps in offside.
Yeah, fortunate, kind of an ill-advised pass. Howard does a nice job of stepping in front of it.
It's a long pass. You got
to be right there.
Attempt that pass. Yep. It's got to have some mustard on it. Johnson forcing it into the zone. Nelvin turning away with it for the Blaze. Knocked away now from Distad, but the Blaze able to recover. Nelvin skates into the CPCR zone. Still battling, stick fighting with McClellan in the corner. Johnson in there as well. Comes free to Howard. Howard will take it behind the net. Avoids a little slash tap there by Delaney Johnson. Played back down low. Hartung short angle shot turned away easily by Shuck. Tie up in the corner and play it back around by Distad. Nelvin can't control, and now skating with it is Emily Peterson. Peterson gets the red line, dumps it in, and the Bluebirds will get a change. Sawchuk moves it for Hartung. Hartung head up, skates to center. Past a couple of white jerseys and now circles into the corner, and that shot, not a lot on it, and trickled well wide off the poke check of Lisney. Molly Colford trying to center. That's stopped up there by Benfer. And Benfer will skate to center for the Blaze. Dumps it in. Lisney first one there, pokes it along, but stopped up by Chadwick. Chadwick now tied up with Colford. Puck comes up to the point. Benfer sends it into the corner. Recovered for CPCR. Elena Hedlund plays it around. Nobody there but Burnsville's players. The shot hit Lisney in the chest, and Lisney will skate it to center. Wines fires, and a stick save is the first of the night for the keeper, Riley Pester. First time that she's felt the pressure of the puck.
Oh, majority of the time has been played down in the Cardinal end.
Well, and really, that shot from outside the zone, CPCR really has had zero offensive zone possession.
Well, they've been bothered so much when they've had the puck down in the Blaze end. They just really haven't had time to set anything up offensively.
Kept in, but only momentarily. Poked out, back out to center. Here's Howard looking to go cross ice. Good quick pass to the middle for Bowlby. Bowlby drops it off for Emily Howard across. Shot from the point goes wide for Lindsay Howard. Emily plays it back into the corner. Abby Peterson there. She's tied up. Puck comes free to Erlob. Erlob up top, shot hit the traffic out front. Howard trying to get a stick on it. She's slow to get up. Not sure where that one hit her. But she is going to make her way back to the Burnsville bench. That pass didn't click with Haley Williams. This will be an icing. And just barely before Lindsay Howard could get there.
Well, again, you know, the Blaze coming out here and controlling things. The Bluebirds, as you mentioned, just not a lot of time to set anything up. And you give credit to the defense. Here's the head coach, Tracy Casano. Had an opportunity to talk to her last night. Very similar to Coach Coltis in terms of great competition for us to open the season with. They're looking for some more additional scoring this season.
Nelvin and Hartung in the corner trying to gather possession, but taken away by Sarah McClellan and played around to the near side. Delaney Johnson trying to slip past Nelvin. Lost the puck, quickly turned around by the Blaze. Hartung down the left wing, spins, plays it back across. Nelvin, a shot right into the midsection of a teammate again. Blaze have done that several times. Shot attempts that have just hit their screen. Great to have that net front presence. But here's Hartung with a chance trying to get around Peterson. Peterson will play her to the corner. And she went down, slid hard into the end boards. A little slow getting up, no penalty coming. Puck still loose and now played to the line and out. And I think that was right, no call. Abby Peterson did get her stick in there, but I thought Hartung just lost her feet on her own.
Yeah, I think she basically lost the skate and went into the boards by herself, but fortunately nothing called on the Bluebirds.
Pass deflected out to center by Bezcalo. Long race won by Delaney Johnson. Johnson taken hard into the back end boards and no call there either. They're going to let him play.
Apparently so.
It's continuation. She and Sawchuk were racing for that puck, and after they had both gone past it, pretty solid hit along the end boards, but no call.
Now with under 5 minutes left, the Bluebirds only one shot on net.
Bluebirds offside. They'll have to tag up as Chadwick turns it around. Long pass far side for Dundon. Dundon trying to go into the corner, circles, looks for help. Her support trying to tip it right back to her, but it's broken up and gotten to center by Tyson. Tyson to Williams into the zone. Williams flips it, blocker save, and Pester had no idea where that puck had gone off of her blocker. Fortunately for her, up and over behind the net. Dumped in deep by Bolby. There to recover for CPCR. Elena Hedlund plays it back around to the near side, but winning the battle there is Allison Erlob. Erlob out to the point for Benford. Back to Erlob on the boards. Now back into the corner. Murphy's shot Howard's shot doesn't make it through. Kept in again at the line by Benford. Hedlund can't get the backhander out of the zone. She'll get it back in the corner and fire it around the other side. Again, there's Benford to stop it up. Hold that zone. Puck finally comes free. Kept in at the line by Emily Howard. Her shot stopped relatively easily, and Shuck will hold on for the faceoff.
That's shot number 6 on goal for the Blaze. As you see, head coach Jim Coltis, head coach for the Bluebirds, his second season. He's done a nice job with this program.
Fired around near side for Colford. Colford can't get it past Howard at the line and bobbled around. Here's Hartung going back in for the Blaze. Back up to Howard at the blue line. Skates to center. Snapshot. Goal for the Blaze.
Yeah, it was a nice job setting up top. We saw Howard with a couple of those opportunities earlier in the period, but this one gets past Shuck. And Burnsville scores first here with 2:56 remaining in the period.
Hit something out front, not sure. But Howard's, maybe it didn't. Howard just able to walk to the middle of the ice. Can't give good players that much time and space. She makes them pay at 14:04 of the first period. And another penalty coming up here against Champlin Park, Coon Rapids. Or maybe it was offside. It was offside.
Offside, yep.
So they've changed things a little bit. We have our linesmen wearing referee jerseys and our referee wearing a linesman jersey.
Just to play with your head, Yen.
It's a little backwards. Well, maybe we have 2 referees and 1 linesman. But the referee called the offside, and now the other referee rating to call the penalty against Champlin Park, Coon Rapids. Circling with it is Howard. Howard walking across the top of the zone. From the dot, fired it a little bit high. And finally, CPCR able to touch it, and they will once again go shorthanded.
And that will be the second power play of the night for the Blaze.
And second penalty of the night for Delaney Johnson, this time for a hook.
Yeah, they certainly would like to keep her out on the ice. Leading scorer from a season ago.
Tyson able to win the draw for CPCR, and Peterson able to fire it around and all the way down. Back to collect is Benford, chased by Williams. Circles back in the corner. Her pass hit the back of Bowlby, but Bowlby able to force it along. Benford gets it to the line, carried in there by Chadwick. CPCR able to get control and play it all the way back down.
Well, they just want to alleviate some of that pressure, and they certainly just want to go, if they cannot score, want to go down 1-0 here to go into second. They do not afford to give up a goal here.
Emily Howard dropping it off. Erlob tried to get it back to her. Good save there by Benford. Back to Erlob. Erlob will leave it for Bowlby. Out front is shot and turned away by Schuck. Set up on that left midboard, now played back and just out of the reach is Sammy Bowlby. She'll recover in the near corner and play it back for Chadwick behind the net. Pried free by Lisney. Lisney able to play it off the glass and back into the Burnsville zone.
Nice job clearing it deep, taking some time off that clock.
Got some fresh legs on the ice for both squads as Benford tries to get around the corner on Allie Lure. Slowed and coughed up the puck, and the Blaze have to reset back at their own blue line. Carrying it is Howard. Howard able to slide it to herself down into the corner, back behind the net. Trying to center, that was broken up and cleared away. Good stick by Abby Peterson.
That sliding puck.
Nelvin tried to split the defenders.
She did.
And Peterson just held her ground. They all ended up going down, but
you can see it here. And
then in her way.
Puck's just going to slide towards Schuck, and she's just going to fall on it.
Smartly getting on top of it. Hit a face-off. One more clear should kill the remainder of the penalty. The penalty is now over. Could kill the rest of the period. And that, I'm not sure if Schuck got a piece of that or not. It ends up in the corner, though. And that is the sound that the first period has come to an end. A late goal for the Burnsville Blaze. A lot of pressure from the visiting squad. They have a 1-0 lead. As we reach the first intermission, we'll take a break. Be back with first period stats and highlights after this. You're watching Girls High School Hockey live on CTN.
Hi, I'm Ryan Nagasu, 2010 Olympian and bronze medal winner of the 2014 U.S. Championships. I knew I loved skating at the age of 5, and now it's become my life passion. Find your skating passion at the Coon Rapids Ice Center. Classes are available all year round. It could be the place where your skating dreams come true. See you on the ice.
Back at the Crick, the Burnsville Blaze with a 1-0 lead after the first period of play, and they definitely dictated the tempo in the opening frame. The lone goal coming at 14:04 from Lindsay Howard. Wrist shot through traffic, top shelf. But they kept the pressure on at the Champlin Park Coon Rapids end throughout the first 17 minutes and really kept them on their toes. The home team, just 2 shots on goal, one of them from outside the blue line.
Yeah, and that's something I know Coach Coltis will talk to his girls about in between the break. We got to get more opportunities, but you got to credit the Blaze for that. They just did a really nice job of controlling both ends of the rink. And when the Bluebirds, I don't even know where I am. When the Bluebirds were down in a short period of time in that Blaze end, they just did a nice job of stepping it up and
they
getting it out.
They really have had very little possession time. The stick has primarily been on the stick of the team in black, and they have not been very generous in sharing.
No,
we'll see if that changes in period number 2. That's coming up next on CTN.
Lance throws deep downfield. Milwaukee behind the defense has the catch, and he is gone.
Great showing in the 100 butterfly. She can't quite catch the leader. And it's hard to throw you for a loop.
No, not when it comes to swimming.
Back at the Coon Rapids Ice Center, the Champlin Park Coon Rapids Bluebirds trailing the Burnsville Blaze 1-0 after 17 minutes. We're ready to get the second period underway. Nelvin and Johnson in the dot. CPCR able to win the draw. Pass across just out of the reach of Biscalo. She's able to catch up with it, pressured as she gets into the zone, but sends it in deep where Sawchuk will play it around. Howard, the goal scorer for Burnsville, brings it back near side for Hartung. Ahead for Nelvin out of the zone. Taken off her stick by Delaney Johnson, and now tied up. Nelvin able to get it back. Nelvin skates into the zone, poked off her stick by Lisney. CPCR able to force it back to the Blaze line at least before Howard gets it to Hartung. Bounced off her stick, and Peterson able to clear the zone for the home squad. Here's Nelvin trying to skate in again. She's tripped up. And this is going to be the third penalty of the game against the home squad. They have yet to taste the power play for themselves.
Yeah, and again, in a situation where the Bluebirds put themselves a skater short again, down by a goal, puts a little pressure on your penalty kill unit. But this is the time to work on. First game of the season.
Hannah Lisney, one of their top defenders and penalty killers, sitting and watching from the sin bin early in this second period. Clearing attempt, hit the back of a player. A shot from in close by Hartung, turned away by Shuck. Hartung recovers out to the point. Howard walks to the middle. Snapshot through traffic. Shuck makes the save and dives on top to get the whistle.
Yeah, fortunately, Shuck was able to see that puck. The rebound didn't go very far from her, and there wasn't a Blaze player camped out in front of the net to get any chance for a rebound. And Shuck obviously does a smart thing and covers it up.
Johnson swings it around, not enough on it, but Williams there to pick it up as it's mishandled by Sawchuk. Good recovery by Nelvin to take the puck back, and it's kicked into the corner for Howard. Howard pressured by Williams, able to skate behind and head up ice. Sidesteps the poke check from Tyson and skates into the zone. Howard from an angle, a shot, a save made by Shuck, trying to cover it. Got an early whistle, but did eventually get her glove over the bouncing rubber.
Howard did a nice job of getting herself, using some speed to get around the defender, giving herself a great opportunity here, and Shuck's gonna take the brunt of it and make sure she covers up.
Johnson able to flip it up the boards and out. Good stick there by Kyler Shack, and Shack on the attack, chasing Benfer behind her own net. Now Benfer near side for Bowlby. She's pressured by Allie Lohr. Gives it up to Delaney Johnson just inside her own end. Gets it to Peterson. Ahead, and Shack into the zone. It's taken away again by Madeline Benfer. Benfer's pass is behind, but recovered by Emily Howard. Howard tied up in the corner by Johnson. In to help out is Bowlby. Kicked around far side and out of the zone before Benfer can get there. Benfer tracking it back into her own end. And now sent in deep by Allison Erlob. Johnson up the boards, but Chadwick first one there for Burnsville. She's tied up by Lure. In to help out is Bolby. She comes away with the puck. Now tied up by Delaney Johnson. Puck comes free. And just off of the stick of Allie Lure out to center before it's sent back in by Benford.
Now we saw a lot of the pressure early from the Blaze in the Bluebird end, and we're seeing a little bit of that to start off
Walking
here.
in is Johnson to the backhand and lost the handle a little bit, not able to steer a shot on net. And instead going back the other way is Kaczmarek. Kaczmarek into the zone, flips it out front, a backhand by Hartung, and the save is made by Bailey Shuck. It was actually Hannah Benford in close on the backhand.
Again, look at the speed around, getting around the edge.
And just a great effort to flip it out front. And Benford gets there, not a lot on the shot, but at least challenged the goalkeeper and made her make the save.
It's all about creating opportunities, and that's what they're trying to do here.
Mackenzie Baker able to sweep that one to the other end, and we're in the waist to it. Back out to the point. Peterson's shot is blocked, able to keep it in the zone at least momentarily before it's played to Dundon, who sends it the length of the ice. Icing waved off as it slowed down. Kaczmarek plays it behind, and now CPCR able to regain control and get the breakout out to center. Piscala sends it in deep. First one there is Dundon. She'll send it back up the near side. Poking at it, Emily Peterson. There to keep it in is Mackenzie Baker, and now forced to center by the Blaze. Baker able to stop it up and send it back in behind the Blaze net as the CPCR squad gets a change, trying to catch him on it. Long pass to Dundon. Dundon spinning away from Lisney, but good support there from Lure. Blaze able to send it back in. Lisney off the boards. Lure can't get it past Howard. Howard steps in, tried to go to her backhand, lost the handle. And CPCR able to send it the length of the ice. It's off of Burnsville stick, so no icing. Benford recovers behind her own net, behind for Nelvit. Nelvit. Confident skating this one end to end, swept off her stick, but right to Kendra Distad, and Distad fired wide. Here's Nelvin again. That shot hit traffic, turning Lure. She lost the handle, played back in deep by Benford. Lisney pressured from both sides. Call it 3 Burnsville Blaze sticks in there, battling with 2 players for the home squad. Coming away with it is Hartung, top of the circle. Turns away from the stick pressure by Lisney. To Benford, back to Hartung. Walking in, back door. Good shot, blocker save by Bailey Shuck.
Excellent opportunity for the Blaze there, and Shuck came up big.
Gramacki was able to walk in all alone at the back door with Hartung gaining that much attention. She's doing it again, walking in near side, out front, holds on. Puck still loose, a pile on the goalie, and a fortunate whistle really for the home team as Shuck never had control of the biscuit.
No, that
but
was...
the referee lost sight.
You're going to see it again. Thought she was on top of it. And this is, again, the Blaze.
You can't let somebody walk in like that.
And you can see the puck was definitely not in the possession of Shuck. But Hartung, very good hockey player. She does a nice job of putting pressure. Does a nice job of walking in front.
Tyson able to play it in off of the goalkeeper Pester. But the Blaze quickly get it turned right back around. Pass skipped away from Howard, recovered by Abby Peterson. She'll dump it in deep. First one there is Sawchuk for Burnsville. Sawchuk will skate it to center. And into the CPCR end before it's poked away into the far corner.
Blaze out shooting the Bluebirds 15-2. Just a little over 10 minutes remaining in period number 2.
Shuck coming out and just smothering that one, not letting the Blaze get it back out front again. Getting a whistle, get some fresh legs on the ice.
Well, the Bluebirds just really, Joe, I mean, if they can get something going offensively, they're down 1-0 at this point. Obviously it's a close game, but they haven't been able to generate much in the Blaze end.
Essentially all Burnsville through the first period and a half almost. Baker trying to center. Shot by Johnson, misses high and wide. Biscallo battling along the end boards, poked free by Baker. And now back down low for Biscallo coming out of the corner. Top of the circle. Cross for Lisney. Lisney a shot through traffic. And I'm not sure how much of that Pester saw.
She's got a pad on it.
Great job at the blue line by Sarah McClellan to keep it in. Ends up drawing a penalty, and this will be the first opportunity for the home team's power play.
Yeah, great test here for the Bluebirds being on the power play down 1-0, but be their first advantage, as you mentioned, of the evening. And they certainly would like to make it count here.
Faceoff will come to the right of Riley Pester. Johnson able to win it back to Baker. Cross, Lisney a shot. Turned away with a kick save by Pester. Baker in the corner, back up top, Lisney. Will shoot, tipped, and a glove save, a beautiful one for Riley Pester. That was a great opportunity, good, strong, low shot.
Yeah, right through traffic.
Williams with a great deflection, but great reaction by the Burnsville netminder.
See it again up top. Yeah, as you mentioned, just a great grab.
And this is danger, cleared too far in front of Hartung, and Shuck able to clear it away out of danger, but Blaze tried to jailbreak one of their star players, and it nearly paid off. Howard goes cross ice, Nelvin tipping it back toward the middle to Delaney Johnson, able to intercept and get turned back in the direction of the Bluebirds. Johnson into the zone. Keeping it away from Sawchuk. Centers, and Williams can't quite get enough of it. A blocker save made on the short angle shot. Lisney's shot is blocked. Good stop at the line by Johnson. Halfway through this power play. Blast from Johnson, turned away by Pester. Rebound into the corner.
A lot of pressure here from the Bluebirds, doing a nice job of pestering Pester.
5 shots on this power play after only having 2 in the game coming in. And another one, not a lot on that backhander, but Pester forced to cover it up.
A lot of pressure. And the Bluebirds doing a really good job of maneuvering around and looking for those openings. Nice pass out front, nobody there, but quick wrister there. And the pressure continued to being applied by CPCR.
I like that secondary opportunity from Baker crashing from the corner. Just under 30 seconds remaining in the advantage. Abby Peterson will shoot it right at Pester, and Pester will just glove her down and get another faceoff. Good battle off the draw. Puck kicks free to the line. Peterson there. Back to the right side. Gets it back from Emily Peterson. 5 seconds and 4 left in the power play, and the Blaze able to get it out of the zone, and that'll do it for the penalty kill. But a good power play. 7 shots on the advantage for CPCR.
Yeah, really a good power play, and unfortunately they couldn't put it in the back of the net, but they put a lot of pressure on Pester.
And this one played behind the defense. Getting there first is Erlob in on a breakaway. Huge glove save from Bailey Shuck.
Boy, did she come up big. That was very good. Shuck able to get that puck in her glove. Take away a great chance.
Just a sophomore. She's been all over the ice and just wins the foot race and in all alone. And Shuck made it look easy.
She did make it look easy.
keeps it a 1-0 lead for the Burnsville Blaze. Blaze able to gain control off the faceoff deep in the Coon Rapids Champlin Park end. Kaczmarek's centering attempt broken up, and quickly the Bluebirds break out, now turned right back into their zone. Lisney looks across, poked out to center by McClellan. Here's Lisney stepping through a couple of sticks into the zone. Shot, stick save. And Howard plays it up the board, stopped up there by Tara Beza. And now forced all the way down by Zoe Chadwick. Lisney, first one there. Chadwick pressuring with the stick. Puck comes free. Dundon gets there and now pressured in the near corner by McClellan. Puck out to center. Recovered by Howard. Howard will head fake to find some room against Tara Beza. Good regroup for the Blaze. They'll just dump it in, get some fresh legs out there. Grayson Nula pinned to the boards. And coming away with it, Nelvin is shot. That's blocked down by McClellan. Puck still free out there. A backhand hits traffic. Another backhand finally gets through, and Shuck able to cover it up.
And the Blaze again putting a little pressure out in front of the net. They'd like to increase this lead with a little over 6 minutes remaining in period number 2. But Shuck has been strong in net.
CPCR able to win the draw, played around to Bizcalo, gets it ahead for Baker. Baker into the zone, takes the shot, misses wide on the far side. Peterson can't keep it in at the blue line, and back into the zone where Elena Hedlund will take over. She's pressured behind the net and almost gave it away to Distad, but CPCR able to get it back. Peterson had it knocked off her stick by Gramacki. And now Bizcalo gets it into the Blaze end. Right back out, hops over Peterson's stick. Hartog will get it back in her skates. That one just got away from Distad a little bit. Nelvin had it hung up in her equipment. She'll take the short angle shot. Rebound chance for Distad, and Shuck able to hold on and cover up.
Again, good shot inside. And Bailey Shuck's really kept them in this game with some really fine saves here, especially in the last few minutes.
.5:13 remaining period number 2. Burnsville a 1-0 lead on the goal by Lindsay Howard late in the first period. Erlob trying to center. That's broken up. Johnson can't get out. Erlob stopped it up, but that's why Johnson couldn't get out. A hook called against the Blaze. And that Champlin Park Coon Rapids power play that had 7 shots will get another chance.
Yeah, they're looking to try and build off this. There you see the hook right there where the penalty was called. They're going to try and build off that first great effort where they couldn't put the puck in, but they did get 7 shots on goal.
Lindsay Howard, the guilty party. She's definitely their top defender and one of the young ladies you'd like out there on the power play. Lisney to Johnson from the dot, trying to get it to Bizcalo for the tip, and it just didn't quite click. Lisney through traffic, save made, and Pester will cover up.
Okay. The Bluebirds doing a nice job of working around the perimeter, finding that opportunity. You saw Johnson then with and that play just previous with a nice feed inside. Shot from the point. Pester's going to fall on it.
Good face-off win. Lisney misses just wide. Recovered on the far side by Gramacki. Knocked away from her. Bizcalo had it momentarily. But Gramacki gets it back, then pried free by Baker. Baker bowled over. Puck ends up free on the boards, poked at by Lisney. Gramacki gets there, now pressured by Baker and Bizcalo. Puck comes free, and it's Sawchuk trying to clear, and she does all the way down. Shuck will leave it there for Lisney, pressured by Emily Howard behind the Bluebird net. Goes back the other way for Delaney Johnson. Johnson lost the handle and right to Emily Howard, who almost had an opportunity. Johnson able to get it ahead now for Williams. Haley Williams skates wide behind the net. Pressured and leaves it there for Sinjum. Out to the point, Delaney Johnson. Johnson, top of the circle, shot. Easy glove save for Pester.
Oh, it looked like Johnson tried to look like she was going to set something up and then see if she could fool Pester a little bit, but then took the shot. Looking to maybe move the puck up top.
Well, somebody's got to get in there and take the draw.
Yeah, that would be good.
Nelvin able to get control. Not enough to clear, though. Abby Peterson stepping up to keep it in the zone. Walking in, trying to slip it out front, where she had Colfer or Allie Lure walking in. Lure with it along the near board. 10 seconds left in the power play. Far side, Emily Peterson trying to get it down low. Too much on the pass. That shot didn't make it through for Lure. That's going to do it for the power play. They try and jailbreak Howard fresh out of the box, and it's a 3-on-1 for Burnsville out front. Oh. Redirected just wide by Nelvin.
Great setup for the Blaze. Melvin just couldn't push it on net.
Well, they are not afraid to fling it and just create foot races. They're confident in their speed as it has led to one clear breakaway, and that 3-on-1 there that just missed wide. Nelvin trying to come out of the corner. Pressured there, hands it off for Benfer. Hartung along the boards, trying to get away from Emily Peterson. Lure got a stick in there, played out to Benfer at the point. Backhand blocker save. Hartung gets it right back. 2 minutes left in this second period. Burnsville centering pass didn't connect, and Lure able to get control and just play at the length. They needed fresh legs.
Yeah, they did. A lot of pressure again here by the Blaze towards the end of the second period, and they needed to clear the puck, get a full change, get some fresh legs out on the ice.
Baker can't get out of the zone. Lisney plays it to the near side, recovered there again by Baker. She'll play it in deep. Bizcalo, first one there. She's tied up with Howard. Steal by Delaney Johnson along the boards. Trying to keep it in and does. Sidesteps Howard back down into the corner. Trying to center. Bizcalo had it caught up in her skates. Right back to Johnson. Johnson sends it across for Lisney. Lisney just dumps it back in. Bizcalo trying to fight off a stick check. Lets it go through to Mackenzie Baker. 1 minute left in the period. Lisney at the point. Plays it off the boards. It's recovered by Sawchuk, and Sawchuk able to get it to the line and now out on the stick of Kaczmarek. Kaczmarek's drop pass taken away by Baker. Her pass can't get past Howard. Howard keeps it in the zone. Dundon battling along the boards for Burnsville. Lisney able to get it out for CPCR. Johnson can't maintain control. Going back the other way is Kaczmarek. Circling is McClellan. One last rush attempt by the Bluebirds. 20 seconds remaining. Puck tipped away. to the Burnsville line and now played all the way in by Molly Colford. Benford plays it back behind the net. Her lob sends it along for Emily Howard. It's tipped away from her before she can get a buzzer-beating shot. And we will go to the locker room again. Still a one-goal game. The Burnsville Blaze up 1-0 against the Champlin Park Coon Rapids Bluebirds. We'll take a break, have second period stats and highlights after this. You're watching live girls high school hockey on CTN.
The award-winning community programming by CTN Coon Rapids is funded exclusively by cable subscribers. Without those subscribers, we would not exist. So no more coverage of local news, stories, events, and sports in our community. So thank you for subscribing to cable TV and for supporting CTN.
It's a tight one. It got tighter in the second period. The Burnsville Blaze holding on to that 1-0 lead, but the home team got a little bit more pressure at the opposing end thanks to the power play. Burnsville, though, continuing, or especially early in that period, got some very good chances. Bailey Shuck shutting the door each and every time. And then CPCR on that power play, able to put 7 shots on goal on their first power play. This is a great save by Shuck on the breakaway opportunity for her lob. Definitely the best scoring chance of that period for either team. Cardinals did have a couple good looks, though, on the power play and passed her up to the challenge.
Well, you know, the Bluebirds coming out with only 2 shots on goal after that first period, able to get 10 here in the second, and you talked about it.
9 of them on the power play.
I was going to say 7 on that one.
They had 2 power plays, so 9 shots on the power play.
Outside of not getting a goal in that second period, I'm sure Coach Coltis has to feel better about the way they played from period number 1 to period number 2.
Oh, I thought it was a huge improvement. Yep. A lot better puck pressure, making quicker decisions, yep. But they need to find the back of the net. They've got one more period to try and do so. It's the season opener, and they'd like to start on the right foot. Third period puck drop coming up next on CTN.
The Coon Rapids Recycling Center can help you recycle all of your old appliances and electronics. From your old refrigerator to washers and dryers, we can help you recycle your appliances and keep them out of the waste stream, which is required by state law. When it comes to electronics, some fees may apply. Check our website for more details. The Coon Rapids Recycling Center, helping you recycle even more.
Back at the Coon Rapids Ice Center, just about ready to get third period underway here between Coon Rapids, Champlin Park, and the Burnsville Blaze. The Blaze holding on to that 1-0 lead came courtesy a Lindsay Howard goal late in the first period. And Burnsville right back on the attack to start this third period. They have certainly been the aggressor. CPCR able to get a little bit more going last period, thanks in part to their 2 power plays. They had 9 of their 10 shots in the second period on those 2 power plays. But 5-on-5, it has really been Burnsville's game thus far. And they're trying to set that tempo again here to start the third. Nelvin poking it at center. Lisney able to get away with it momentarily for the Bluebirds. Howard across, just out of the reach of Hartung. Back out front, and a great save by Bailey Shuck as she was run into by Howard.
Well, she's done a nice job here so far, and she's really kept the Bluebirds in this contest. We're going to see it again here.
Well, this
Hartung gets it out in front.
Centered and
watch Howard come into your picture.
Point blank. Delaney Johnson just running Howard into her keeper, knocks the net off, and that drew the whistle. But a great opportunity right out of the gates here for the Burnsville Blaze, trying to increase their lead. Emily Howard will dump it in deep. First one there as Emily Peterson sweeps it around to the line, but not out. Kept in, backhand sent wide by Bolby. Bolby down low to Howard. Howard skates to the top of the circle, circles back, sends it toward the net, and Shuck will just cover it up and get a face-up.
Now, we talked about in that first period where the Blaze really controlled the action for pretty much the entire period. And what they want to do is, again, with that 1-0 lead here in period number 3, pressure inside, and again, continue to pepper, see if they can pepper that net.
Breakout pass was behind the target, and a quick turnaround shot by Kaczmarek was stopped up. Played around to the near side. Pinching in from the blue line is Gramacki to keep Williams from easily escaping the zone. Now it's sent out to center. Benford at her own line, quickly gets it sent ahead for Dundon. Dundon leaves it off. Shot up high, save made by Shuck. Rebound cleared away, and Williams sends it out. Chadwick lines, fires. That is deflected off the shin pad of Elena Hedlund into the far corner. Holly Johnson runs over Hartung and able to push it into the Burnsville end. Sent right back out by Sawchuk. Abby Peterson had a skip off her stick, and here comes Lindsay Howard back the other way. Howard sends it towards Shuck, and she'll cover it up and not cover it up. Thought she had it, but Howard dug it free. Into the slot, and a save on the shot by Nelvin. Didn't get a lot on it. Nelvin again, and that one off the post behind the keeper, and Lisney there to help get that one underneath her goalkeeper.
Again, pressure by the Blaze. It caused that opportunity for them. Already 5 shots on goal here to start this third period.
Face off to the right of Bailey Shuck. Tied up, and Hartung comes away with possession. Leaves it behind. Sawchuk along the boards, looks back out, and now will skate and try and hand off. It's broken up by Delaney Johnson, and Johnson will skate with it. Trying to take this shot, tipped away by Howard.
Howard did a nice job of covering her up.
Trying to center was Baker, but is broken up by the Blaze, and Nelvin skates it back to center. Pressured by Biscalo right at center ice. And sent back in by Mackenzie Baker. Sawchuk, first one there for Burnsville. Will now leave it there for Nelvin. Nelvin, pressured by Biscalo, turns it around. Baker able to come away with it for CPCR. Hooked up a little bit. Trying to center. Poked away by Pester. And the Blaze will swing it near side where Abby Peterson keeps it in. Centering pass. Nobody there but Hartung, and Hartung quickly gets it to Distad, and they get it out of the zone. Lisney able to turn it around back to the Burnsville line.
A nice defensive play by Lisney.
Olivia Carlson able to skate it into the zone before having it tipped away. Delaney Johnson trying to find a lane. Chased by Bolby into the zone. And now lost the handle, and it's turned around. Benford to the line, kept in by Peterson. Easy stick save for Pester. Tied up along the near boards, and Blaze able to poke it out. And all the way down, and that's icing.
Oh, after early pressure by the Blaze, not able to put the puck in the back of the net, but putting a lot of pressure in on Bailey Shuck.
Shot from the point, blocked by Emily. Howard kept in again at the line by McClellan. Williams tied up along the boards. Gets some help, able to kick it free and then taken into the boards by Sawchuk. And that will get the penalty for Burnsville. Whistle blows. Shuck got to the bench, but not able to get Baker into the play before the stoppage.
Oh, great opportunity for CPCR, Joe. Another power play for them to be on. We saw some success in terms of pressure, not in terms of goals, but pressure on the power play. Looking to see if they can do that, trailing 1-0. Plenty of time left in this third period, with just a shade under 12 minutes.
Howard can't clear. Delaney Johnson will set up and take back to the corner. Up to the top. Lisney from the top of the circle. A shot deflects wide. Recovered by Bezcalo on the near side. Out to Baker. Baker across to Lisney. Lisney looking for a tip. It went all the way through and off the end board. Baker back down to Bezcalo. Pushed in the corner by Howard. Coughs it up, but there to recover is Williams. Haley Williams leaves it off for Delaney Johnson. Johnson will bring it back up top. Switch spots with Lisney. Poked away as she was trying to get the shot off, and looking at her hand, maybe got a little bit of slash in on the glove.
I think she did.
Played all the way down, and first one there is Aubrey Nelvin, so Shuck forced to cover it up.
Yeah, she did. You mentioned she did look at her hand on that. Seems to be okay.
Having the trainer take a look at it. Face up back in the CPCR end. And the Blaze able to win the draw. But then give it right back. Emily Peterson will skate it up the near side. Into the zone. Met there by Gromacki, who turns it around momentarily. Down low and behind the net with it is Sinjum. Trying to center, that's broken up. Abby Peterson out at the blue line. Puck hops over the stick of Emily Peterson. And now she gets it back. Abby Peterson through traffic, and it made its way off the face mask and into the glove of the netminder, Riley Pester.
Relatively easy save for Pester.
Well, it changed direction a couple times, and I'm not sure at what point she finally saw it through the traffic, but
as it was coming from her mask,
stood her ground and just let the puck hit you and then hold on to it. Abby Peterson able to win the draw for the home team. They'll set up down low on the near side. Bezcalo takes it behind. It's pressured there by Howard and taken into the boards. In to help out is Abby Peterson. Peterson looking to get it up top to Lisney and just missed. Out to center ice. 10 seconds left on the power play as Mackenzie Baker brings it back into the zone. From the top of the circle, a glove save by Pester.
Yeah, she just pushed that up. Easy opportunity for Pester to grab it. Just going to create an angle and get an opportunity and a look here right into the glove.
Well, and this is the power play line, normally centered by Delaney Johnson. Yeah. She's still over having the trainer look at her hand. It looks like now she's coming back to the bench and grabbing the stick, so hopefully she's going to be okay.
Yeah, they certainly need her out there.
Penalty is over, so the Blaze back to full strength. Lisney through traffic, can't get it to the net. Stepped up, tried to keep it in, got Chadwick spun around, and Baker at least able to force it back into the zone. Zoe Dundon had it poked away by Lisney. That shot hit traffic. Haley Williams turns it around, skips away from Bezcalo. Benfer back to Sawchuk, and cutting through the middle is Kaczmarek. Sends it just wide. Shuck can't get on top of it. Abby Peterson plays it in the corner. Now sends it back behind. Lisney will send it around, and that is going to definitely get you a penalty every single time And Sawchuk is going to be fortunate enough that it's only a check.
Yeah, and it's a foolish penalty.
The back of the jersey was clearly toward her,
yep.
and she definitely took.
You're going to see it again. Now watch.
Bizcalo off her feet, and really she's lucky that, that it wasn't called from behind. Would have been a major. Could have been a major, I should say.
Again, another opportunity for the Bluebirds on the power play. They weren't as successful the last time out.
Well, and we'll see. Here's a chance for Hartung. Short-handed, sends it toward the net, and Shuck will just cover it up. And I don't know if Hartung was aware that she had Melvin streaking down the slot or not.
I'm sure Melvin will let her know.
But we'll see with Delaney Johnson back on the ice if that makes a difference on this power play for the home squad. Still trailing 1-0. Bizcalo dumps it in and will give chase and gain control behind the net. Poked away by Howard. Williams recovers for CPCR. Johnson sets up on the midboards and will bring it out up top. Wines fires right into the midsection. And holding on for the faceoff is Riley Pester.
Well, again, she gets that. She's back on the ice. She gets that opportunity up top. She's going to try and make something happen as she puts it right into Pester.
Blaze able to get possession, and it is going to be played the length by Gabby Gromacki. Right on Shuck. She'll leave it there for Lisney. Her pass deflected, and Gromacki recovers in her own zone, banks it off the boards out to center. Delaney Johnson will send it back in. Just over midway through this third period, and now just over midway through this power play for the Bluebirds. And they have not been able to get really very organized. One shot on the advantage. Howard back the other way. Knocked away by Lisney. Recovers out of the corner, a shot, blocker save by Shuck. Howard again. Save, rebound up over the net for Nelvin.
Oh, Nelvin had plenty of net too. She just couldn't get it where she wanted it. But Shuck was down.
That is going to be icing as Baker, I think, expecting someone to be high up on the wing. Nobody home. And the Cardinals, the Bluebirds, with a face-off in their own end here. 26 seconds left on the power play.
So far, just 3 shots on net for the Bluebirds here in this third period. Trying to generate some offense down 1-0.
All 3 of them on their 2 power plays.
Yep.
And that should just about do it for this penalty to Avery Sawchuk, as she will escape the box right about now. Peterson circles, keeps it. The shot is blocked, and she'll get it right back from Tyson. Looking for a tip. It's tipped wide. Tyson swats at it. Puck comes free. Bowlby pokes it along. Lure trying to keep it in. It bounces to Bowlby, and here's Erlob. Erlob trying to center. That's poked away by Emily Peterson. Back out to center by Sophie St. John. She sends it in deep, gets a line change. Howard, wrist shot, save made by Shuck.
Howard again.
6:11 on the clock in the third period.
Yeah, you got to be concerned about certainly Hartung, but also Howard as well. Shot right into Shuck.
Shot from the point, didn't make it through. In close chance, sent wide by Kaczmarek. CPCR sends it out to center. Sawchuk will send it right back in. First one there was Chadwick. She sent it toward the net, and Shuck will cover it up. And we'll try another faceoff.
Again, Shuck just protecting her net, making sure that puck was covered up with Burnsville with a couple of skaters in tight.
Sent in behind the Bluebirds net, and now around near side, and good hustle by Howard to keep it in. It was flipped to the line by Chadwick, thinking she was already there, and nearly cleared the zone for the home team. But a good save by Howard. I think she's been the best player on the ice.
She really has.
Tonight.
She really has. And again, it's just a great job of pushing it to the front of the net, hoping that if Shuck can't control the puck, there's a rebound there for one of her teammates.
Centering pass didn't get through. Williams trying to fight through a hook. Sent out to center. Here's a chance for Delaney Johnson walking in. Johnson to the backhand. A huge save by Pester. Rebound still loose and now played into the corner out front. Williams had it tipped away. A shot by Peterson is blocked. And now here comes Hartung back the other way. Best scoring opportunity of the night for the Bluebirds, no question.
Couple of them.
Pester came up huge. Under 5 minutes remaining. This one bouncing at the line, kept in by Benfer. And it ends up hopping up and into the bench. Out of play.
Boy, that was a great opportunity by Johnson. So you're going to see her on the breakaway here, and Pester coming up with a huge save. Then another one there is, again, some action in front of the net. The Bluebirds trying to tie this one up as we're under 5 minutes remaining.
Steal by Hanula and played back into the Burnsville end. First one there is Benfer. Benfer circles, plays it up the boards. And Emily Howard able to get it ahead for Urlaub. Urlaub's shot is blocked, and she'll recover it again in the corner. Bolby there helping out. She's tied up by Tyson. Comes free. A little quick shot by Emily Howard. Played to the line, but not out. And now McClellan will bounce it off the boards all the way down. Icing is called. .407 remaining, and the Blaze holding a nearly 2-to-1 advantage in shots. But most importantly, the 1-0 lead on the board. Howard mishandles in the car. The Bluebirds poke it free. Here's Williams. Shot up high in the chest, and Pester able to dive on top of it in front of Mackenzie Baker.
Yeah, I mean, the shot, it wasn't a ton of velocity on it, and Pester thought she had it, I think, a little bit easier than she did, and it dropped right in front of her, smartly covering up. But you can see right in to the middle.
Off the drop, Baker trying to play it back to Peterson, and it's out of her reach. She's got to get back, pressured by a couple of Blaze players. Circles in the corner, gets it to Lisney. Lisney had it dug free by Nelvin. Hartung put it toward the net, bouncing free, still loose. Finally, the Bluebirds able to gain control. Delaney Johnson skating up the right wing into the zone of 3-on-2. She skates in deep, can't center as it's poked away. Sawchuk gets hold of it and finds Hartung on the board. Moving it ahead for Olivia Carlson. Sorry, Dristad. Dristad tried to drop it. Blaze forced to recover at their own blue line. And now poked at by Kaczmarek. Shuck out of her crease. Will send it around to the far side, where Shack tried to play it out but could not. Back into the near side corner. Again to the line but not out. And that shot from Gramacki going wide, but Shuck will glove it and get another face-off. Make sure they've got all the right parts on the ice.
Yeah, just a soft little shot. Shuck just reached to her left to bring it in.
Puck playing around far side, stopped up by Dundon. McClellan for CPCR, not out. Gramacki hands it off to Kaczmarek, who sends it into the corner. McClellan again along the boards for Sinjum. Kicked back by Gramacki. Here's Gramacki again, backhand, sends it in deep. Chadwick got to the point, and Benford sends it back in. McClellan will skate with it. Trying to go cross ice, out of everybody's reach. Quickly turned around by the Blaze. Urlaub cutting across high slot. Pass deflected wide by Holly Johnson. Recovered by Urlaub in the corner. Urlaub sends it behind. McClellan up the boards, kept in by Howard. Walks to the slot. Wrist shot, save made by Shuck. She'll hold for another faceoff.
Well, you talked about Howard earlier. Does a really nice job of just walking up, creating a look for herself, and then just putting it right into Shuck.
Well, that's exactly how she scored.
Yep.
Skating from the boards to the middle, right into the top of the slot. This time, though, it's the goaltender right in the symbol on her chest. It is not a target, ladies. Ooh, quick shots for Hartung, turned away by Shuck. Kept in by Sawchuk. Swept out by Baker. Blaze back into their own end to recover. Cross ice pass. Out of everyone's reach. Abby Peterson behind her own net. Under 90 seconds left. Peterson had it poked away by Howard. Bluebirds trying to pull their keeper in. That puck went right past her as it was dumped back in deep. And Peterson taken down on the play. Hartung pressuring. They get it to Peterson, and got to win the battles to the races to the puck when you don't have a keeper in the net. Sent through the blue paint by Bolby. Bolby will get it back. And that a kick saved by Lisney. I think that's Lisney, or is that, who is that? No, it's Delaney Johnson. Came in, played a little netminder, stacked the pads and kept it out on a point blank chance. Tried to get it to Delaney Johnson. She was hooked up a little bit, ended up crashing into Pester. Clearing attempt, won't get out. Lisney's shot deflected off the skates of Sawchuk. Sawchuk gets it to the line and back out to center. Abby Peterson gets it turned around. Biscallo for Haley Williams. Williams will dump it in. 20 seconds left. If Sawchuk has it behind her own net, she'll just fling it out to center. Turn around momentarily as the Bluebirds getting some fresh legs on the ice. That one missed everybody. Icing waved off. Really should have been an icing, but Sawchuk just trying to freeze it along the end boards. Only seconds left. She'll do just that, swallow it up, and the Blaze will hold on for the 1-0 win.
A valiant effort at the end of that game for the Bluebirds, just putting pressure in on Pester, and had a couple of opportunities, but just could not find the back of the net, Joe. And you know, you look at a couple of periods. First period, 2 shots on goal. Third period, 5 shots on goal. I know those one of the areas that Coach Coltis will want to talk to his squad about, trying to get more pressure, but give credit to the Blaze. They played well from the beginning of this contest, put a lot of pressure in on net, and I thought that Bailey Shuck did a really nice job tonight of just keeping the puck out, other than giving up that 1 goal.
Yeah, she definitely kept him in the game, gave him a chance to win, start to finish, but the offense really, 5-on-5, did not do much.
They did not.
You know, you look at it, 12 shots on their 4 power plays, only 17 shots in the entire game.
Yeah, those are things that they'll continue to work on. It's the first game of the year. It's a long season ahead of them, and they will take for the things that they participated in this game and move forward.
Well, similar to the result last year in the season opener when the Blaze beat the Bluebirds by a 2-0 score. And we will get to see a lot of these Bluebirds the next week or so.
Yes, we will.
They get started before anyone else. They'll be at Centennial on Tuesday the 13th, then hosting the Maple Grove Crimson on Saturday the 17th, and then we'll be at Andover on Tuesday the 20th.
A lot of good action coming up. A lot of girls hockey.
Boys hockey season opener on Tuesday the 27th at Rogers. That will also be right here on CTN. But that's going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Again, the final score from the Crick, it's Burnsville 1, Coon Rapids Champlin Park 0. Want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including the graphics guru Jeremy Millington and the one and only Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young saying goodnight.